Welcome to Undergroundopolis, everybody. The show where we go all over the world officially now. Officially, we're global now to find the best music that you probably haven't heard, and maybe you have, but not very much of. But we are the folks that get excited about the bottom three lines of the flyer. Although tonight's guest gets a little bit bolder print on most flyers, I lost my place. Oh well. They got the little bit bolder print this time as we continue our coverage of the LRSFest 2021 in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll go ahead and bring them right on. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
What's up, guys? My name is Mitch Lobuglio. I play guitar in American Dream Machine, and I am from Newtown, Connecticut.
So I keep thinking you are from Virginia. I guess that's close, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm actually the only guy that lives up in Connecticut, so I'm planning on relocating down there, like probably
down yonder.
Yeah,
you got to go down yonder.
That's right. I love it down there. So, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Is that in the mountains or anything?
No, it's like North Virginia, like Prince William County, I believe it is, a couple minutes outside of DC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about five or 6 hour drive from me. I hate driving through New York, so I usually I take the long way now. I go through Pennsylvania, and it costs me like probably an extra 2.5 hours, but it's pretty on the way down there. And it's better than driving through New York. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you talk about the city or just the state?
The city.
Yeah.
It gives me anxiety.
That probably takes 2.5 hours right there.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh man.
It's bad.
We'll start with the easy questions. How did American Dream Machine come together?
Okay. Origin story. All right. So, Sean and I were in a band called Lakeshore we formed in 2015. We were a band for a bunch of years, and he actually left the band early in 2018. He started working on songs with our producer, Kyle Odell, who's out of No Hero Studios down in Nashville. And they basically wrote like 15 songs. And I guess Sean wanted to like start his own project where he could really be the boss and dictate the direction of the band and everything. And he asked me to join while I was still in Lakeshore, and I was a little torn. For like a year, I was kind of like thinking about it, and I was like, he kept showing me the songs they were working on, and I was like, wow, these are really good. This is like really good writing. And I just, I couldn't really say no anymore. Like I was kind of like, oh, I'm going to stick it out with these guys and see where it goes. Like we've been touring like crazy and, all over the country, like a couple times. And our driver, actually, Scott Murphy, was in on this project with Sean, and he was our driver in Lakeshore. And then Scott originally was going to play guitar for American Dream Machine, but ended up playing bass. Ended up actually leaving the band right before LRS Festival. I guess it just, I don't know, wasn't for him. And our drummer, Evan, was just, he's just like this ridiculous death metal drummer with like insane chops, and he's known Sean like forever. So we had like the four of us, like the core, for kind of a while before we came up with the name. The songs had already been finished, really the only guy that was writing and performing on the record was Sean. So that whole Dead Hearts album basically it was all him. And then we kind of just fit in there and joined, and the band was born. We had a couple of practices, you know, had a logo, had a video shoot, and that was like pretty much our debut. I think 2020, back in May. So with Dead, that was our first single. So yeah, we were, we've been in bands before and everything, and we were just kind of going to join up and just see what a little more hard work could bring us.
Well, as Mitch, if there were someone you could point out, someone you saw live or on TV or anything like that, and you say, you know what, I want to do that, who would that influence be? And it can be more than one.
Oh God. I mean, like probably back when I was a kid, I don't know, maybe like 12 or something. I remember seeing like Avenged Sevenfold on Headbangers Ball, and I just remember them in that video for Bat Country where like Sinister Gates and like Zachy Vengeance did like that back-to-back like harmonized guitar solo, and I was like, that's probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, I want to do that for sure. Like that's the one thing. That's not the thing that made me play guitar, but that's the thing that definitely drove me to like be an artist and like, make music with a bunch of people and like get out there, make videos and go on the road and stuff. So that's kind of that probably determined my lifestyle, I think, at that point. Yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome. Those guys are a big influence on me.
Let's see here. Lost my place again.
It's all right. I know I'm very captivating. It's okay.
You are. I get into these stories. I really do. I swear. I'm not fake about it. Are you having a beer?
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I am too, man.
Oh, cheers. Wait, cheers.
Social.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, we'll hop onto this question because you kind of answered a couple of the next ones. All right.
All right, cool.
This isn't your first interview, is it?
I don't really do a lot of interviews, but I mean, I definitely answer a lot of questions. So yeah.
What is your favorite show you've ever played?
Oh God. None of them. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite show, God, that I've ever played. You know what? I think back in 2017, me and Sean played Webster Hall in New York City with Good Charlotte, and that was like the most insane show I've ever played. It was the most insane indoor show I've ever played. And yeah, there was just like a bunch of people there. The energy was like insane. Oh, and that Star Wars band, what's it, Galactic Empire?
I've not heard of that.
They were playing, they're like the dudes that like dress up like the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader and like Boba Fett and whatever. They were playing like the room like above us or below us, and that was like super awesome because like in between bands, me and Sean are big, definitely huge Star Wars fans, and we're big like throwback emo fans. So having like both of those bands at the same venue was just awesome, and it was a really good time. So that's probably the most exciting show I've ever played. Yeah.
Well, here's a counter question and one of my favorites. What's your worst performance?
Okay. My worst performance. Geez. Probably. Okay, so I was in a band called Currents, I don't know if you guys have heard of Currents. They're signed to Sharptone right now. Me and my buddy Jeff started that band back when we were in high school. And we recorded an EP called Victimized, and it was all on like baritone 7-string guitars. And I recorded the record on a normal scale length guitar, and then I remember our first show, like playing that record, the material from that record. I had bought like this huge guitar, and it was a baritone. It was an Agile, and it was just like way bigger than I had anticipated. So when I went to do some of my solos and leads, my fingers kind of didn't really know what to do because the guitar was so huge and I wasn't used to playing it yet. So because like I had just bought it like the night before, and I went to go play a show with it, and it was not a good idea. And because I was like messing up, and the volume knob, actually, I remember on that guitar was right by where I was strumming. Mm-hmm. So I would accidentally hit the volume knob with my strumming hand and turn the volume of the guitar down, until eventually the guitar was completely muted. And I was like, what is going on? What the hell is going on? And like, I was really confused and like disoriented. And that was just like, I was not having a good time. So that's probably, yeah. And everyone was like, wow, good job, dude. Like after it. And I was like, yeah, I know. That was probably my worst performance like ever. I still cringe, not good.
I just switched to a 12-string or back to a 12-string. I hadn't played one in probably 25 years. And
yeah.
My first performance with it was kind of,
Yeah, 12 strings are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's just you, like doing little acoustic bar gigs and stuff, a 12 strings really it fills out. I think it fills a lot of stuff out.
Yeah. What kind of guitar is it?
It's an Ibanez.
Nice. Yeah. I love Ibanez.
I like Ibanez too. It's a higher end Ibanez, but it's not still an Ibanez.
Yeah, I mean, I have 12 strings can be a pain with
with tuning.
Tuning and intonation.
This game it was set. Sweetwater set it for me. Little plug there.
Yeah.
So, do you prefer the studio or the stage?
Geez.
It's a good question.
I would probably say stage, because as much as I love physically recording and experimenting with different sounds, there's a lot of arguing in the studio and a lot of uncertainty and anxiety. And kind of live, I just feel like exactly what you're supposed to do, and it's more of an exciting thing where you can get yourself really hyped up and maybe, I don't know, like drink a couple beers or something and like actually have like a good time. Mm-hmm. Whereas the studio is, it's work, so yes, you're going to be wasting.
It's work you don't get paid for. You're paying for.
That's right. So, I mean, I love recording and everything, and I love writing music in the studio. Like that's the creative part about being an artist, but I do love the physical part of being an artist too. So I'd have to pick stage for sure.
Well, since it is my show, I get to talk about my favorite song, which just happens to be Dead.
Good. Nice.
Got stories about Dead you'd like to share?
Not really.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's a fun song to play. Sean wrote all the lyrics and stuff. It's about somebody that we both knew that was just kind of like not cool, and someone kind of suffering from a lot of addiction and just like mental trauma and like undiagnosed mental problems. And it's just one of those. It's like about somebody that like, you're friends with, but that they're just awful and they kind of can't help it.
Yeah, I kind of got that too. I did listen to it.
Yeah. It's just one of those songs about. So it's like it's obviously an angry song, and we were both definitely wronged by this person, and definitely. I mean, it's hard to say because we're glad we met that person, because actually we might not even be a band right now if it weren't for that person. But yeah, I mean, I could have definitely lived a happier life without ever knowing that person. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that person will watch and be like, "Oh man, they're talking about me."
Yep, they know who they are. They do, indeed.
Which video was Dead the one with like 25,000 views, or was that Trapped?
Probably Trapped Under You. That's the one that we like sank some serious money into, and we're like, all right, we gotta get people to see, like, because this is like, we worked way too hard to just kind of like float it around on YouTube on our own channel, and we released it under BBTV, and it did pretty well. So
yeah,
I was happy with
25 or
that.
30,000 views, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's like, that's not amazing. It was amazing for us though at the time. So I mean, I'm still happy that we have that many views. I'm not sure how much it has today, but we released that one probably back in December 2020. And this is all everything we did was in like 2020, which was super discouraging.
Yeah.
But at the same time kind of worked to our advantage, I guess, because that was the time, if you were going to release anything online, Bring Me the Horizon, Machine Gun Kelly, whatever, everyone's just paying attention, because no one's out doing stuff. They're just on their laptops, on their phones the entire year. Yeah. So, it was a good time to release something, but like not really a great time to support that. Like if you came out with a video, obviously you couldn't do a tour. I mean, like some bands did anyway. But yeah.
It's like Billy Joe Armstrong doing all those covers. They all did really well too.
I don't know about that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, during the pandemic, Billy Joe Armstrong did he did several videos of cover songs, and one was one of my favorite songs by a guy named Steve Baters, called that "It's Not That Way Anymore," and that's an old punk rock guy, like 70s early punk.
I see.
But Billy Joe, he slayed it. It was great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's really cool. I like him a lot. He was a big early influence on me too.
Oh yeah. Like, I was young enough when Kurt Cobain died. It was like, I guess I kind of rebounded on Green Day in a way, because I was a huge Nirvana. I was probably 20 or 21 at the time when that happened. So I was really, that's when you're really priming in your music, your music collection right there, is those years, in your 20s to 30s.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
I think
I was
probably. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was devastated when Kurt Cobain killed himself. I get it all the time for it. I do. I get hell all the time for liking Nirvana as much as I do, but I do.
That's okay. I mean, dude. They're a great band, so they're like literally legendary status now. So, no shame in that. I think I was probably actually born the year that he died. Or no, did he die? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Was it 93?
Yeah, I think
I was
so.
born the year Nevermind came out. That's what it was, not the year that he died.
Yeah, it was like
But I
93 or
wasn't really. I
94.
mean, I was definitely there. Yeah, I was there for. I grew up on that kind of because that was the cool thing for most of my life, and it still is really, really cool. And he is still very celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, definitely some genius going on there for sure.
Yeah, something about those junkies.
Yeah, something about him, right? It's like
So they just write these great songs.
I'm telling you, heroin just like makes you better. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah,
Makes you a
give it a
better
shot.
song.
Give it a shot. Yeah.
You know, Tom Petty,
Nikki Sixx.
Nikki Sixx, yep. Yep, yeah, I won't go into that. I've got too many Motley Crue fans because I make fun of all the time. I won't do it on the show.
Oh man, dude, I'm a huge Motley Crue fan.
I
Those
am
are
too.
fighting words.
I am too, man. My first arena concert was Theater of Pain in Indianapolis. God, 85, something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like that was my first arena concert. I'd been to other concerts, but that's my first rock arena concert.
Yeah, nice. I think I saw them 2008, and they came to Mohegan Sun Casino Arena in in Connecticut, and like me and my buddy's dad like was a big gambler and had a bunch of points at the casino. He got like free tickets and stuff all the time. You know, he knew all the Native American people there and just had the hookup. So he's like, "You guys want to go see Motley Crue?" And we were like, "Yes." And it was like literally probably one of the best nights of my life. If I was gonna go back and re-answer that question, one of the best concerts I think I've ever been to was that and probably maybe Kiss. Kiss was flawless.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, even on
Big time.
their bad nights, they're still flawless. I've seen
Yeah.
Kiss. I've seen Kiss 7 or 8 times, something like that, man.
Wow.
Yeah, with and without makeup.
Are they doing the tour right now without makeup?
I'm not sure.
Thought I saw a couple of videos of them floating around on Instagram without makeup. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Here's a good question. If you could pick any producer to work with, who would you work with?
Jeez. Any producer. I don't know. I'd say maybe Bob Rock. He's pretty legendary. Bob Rock, maybe Joey Sturgis. Or possibly Andrew Goldstein. I think. Yeah, I love all the stuff that he's done. Maybe I'd like to work with Travis Barker. That'd be pretty cool. You know, he's big time right now. He's living it up. I know he's been popping out a bunch of stuff in the past like couple years. He's a huge guy. I mean, like he's not, obviously not just a producer, but amazing drummer, amazing musician, amazing guy, freaking A-list celebrity, man. I would definitely probably give a nut or two to go do a song with Travis Barker. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Here's another fun question. Have you ever bought an album, cassette, CD, whatever, with your own money, listened to it, and immediately threw it out the window?
Yes.
What would that be?
Absolutely. Okay.
I love that question.
There's been a couple of them actually. There was this band called both of these CDs, by the way, I thought were going to be like metal bands, and I was mistaken because I judged a book by its cover, and I picked up the album, and it just looked heavy. Like the artwork just looked heavy. And I was deceived.
Was it
Big
Meatloaf?
time. No, it was not Meatloaf. Meatloaf is like good though. I mean, like that whole Bat Out of Hell like looking painting artwork is it's a good record. So, but
It is.
I found this band called Wax Eater
Huh?
one time, and they were like super like I was like, oh, this has got to be like the most like underground shit I've ever heard. And because like the album cover was just like this like disgusting monster like Cthulhu looking, you know, Lovecraft creature with like disgusting tentacles and just a bunch of weird. I can kind of remember what it looked like, and I listened to it, and it was like, it was not. It just sounded like garbage, like in the purest form. If you took a landfill and gave it a sound, it was this band. And you know, looking back on it, I probably like that stuff now. But when I was like 12 or something, I was like, it sounds like shit. I was like, what is this? This guy's just like puking into the microphone. And the guitars just sounded like fuzzy and just like terribly out of tune. And it was like one of those bands that was like supposed to sound like bad, clearly. Like they weren't trying to sound like write good songs. They wanted to make like disgusting noise rock, and they did it. And there was another, the second one I'm talking about, the second album that I bought with my own freaking money, was by the reggae band called Slightly Stupid. And they had like a bunch of like skeletons walking in a line smoking weed on their album cover. And the album cover was like this beautiful silver metallic like black. It looked like shiny. It looked like a really cool like Pokemon card or something. So I was like, this is sick. I bought it thinking it was going to be like heavy, and I took it home and it was freaking reggae. And I was like waiting for it to like get heavy. And I was like, this isn't a metal band, is it? I was like, this isn't even hard rock. This isn't even rock. And it was like, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I immediately just regretted buying it. And I was like, okay, this is, and I don't want to talk shit about either of those bands. Just like, because it's a reggae band. I was like, it's just not what I was into. So I was like, this is garbage. And I threw it away.
Well, most likely somebody viewing will like, I'm going to check that band out. So yeah, you helped them.
Yeah, they are good bands. Like, it's just me. That's not what I was craving at the time. And it's not what I thought it was going to be. And I just like threw it away. And I think that's the reason why artists put out singles now instead of releasing entire records.
Right. Well, people's attention span is so short anymore. Yeah. Yes, somebody take 3 minutes out of their life to listen to your song, and they act like, oh, I will hear it later, and it's like, dude, it's 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's the magic time for radio songs too. I think is like 3 minutes or under. So because no one wants to actually listen to anything ever anymore, and if nobody loves it in the first 20 seconds, they're gonna change it.
Yeah.
Or write that artist off,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
If only everybody could just see us live every time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is there a certain song? First of all, is there a full length album available, EP or
for American Dream Machine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a full length album. We got another one coming up too. We recorded like 17 songs in Nashville back in December. We're thinking about kind of just doing a bunch of singles though, or doing a couple separate EPs. instead of releasing an entire record right off the bat like we did in December. Because we released Dead Hearts. Dead Hearts is our debut album. It's the album with like the green album with like the guy who's has flames shooting out of his head. That came out back in December, and it did pretty well. But this time we wrote songs that were just in such different directions. We were like, how can we even call this an album? It's very all over the place. And so we're going to probably just release some of the songs separately and do a couple like mini albums, I think, with it, like kind of concept albums. But yeah, we have an album that's been out. It's called Dead Hearts, and it's out. It's out on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music. You can find it on YouTube. Spotify Premium, whatever you want to use. So yeah, we definitely have stuff to listen to. Yeah.
Can we get it on vinyl?
No.
Okay.
Nope. And that was a big question. Can we have it on vinyl? Do you have physical copies? We're like, nope. Everyone was like, do you guys have merch? We were like, yep. Do you have vinyl? Nope. You can either get one or the other right now because we needed to prioritize stuff, especially before LRSFest. We had not a super long amount of time, and we had a bunch of stuff that we were going through, so we weren't really fully prepared for everything that everyone wanted. But yeah, I mean, we definitely have music. We don't have physical copies of the music. We were gonna do it, but we were like, we don't have a lot of money for this, and we're like,
it's expensive.
Are we gonna? Yes, it's so expensive. Oh my god!
Especially vinyl. If you don't buy 1,000 copies, you're paying $30 a piece or something if you're releasing it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So
people don't realize that. You pay $20 for a vinyl, that band's probably taking a loss.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get you a vinyl.
Yep, exactly. And not to say that we will never have vinyls or ever have physical music out there, but we definitely don't at this very moment. So yeah.
That's all right. Streamable is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like physical. I'm just old school like that. I'm really trying to build all my vinyl back up and cassettes. I'm like there's a flea market right by my house, and they have cassettes, and they're all in good shape. They're like 50 cents each, and I'm just buying cassettes.
Yeah. No, cassettes. That's real retro. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, it's making a comeback too. Cassettes
it is.
are.
It is. I know. Beartooth, I think, printed or has cassettes too. I was like, what? That's so badass. They have cassettes. How can they afford that?
I don't know how expensive those are. I wouldn't think it'd be real. Definitely not like vinyl.
No, maybe not like to that degree, but your guess is as good as mine.
You can only put vinyl has 44 minutes on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's something. I'm pretty sure a vinyl can hold 44 minutes. And if you got a longer album than that,
yeah.
I had a question pop in my head. I usually write these down, and I can't think of what it was now. Well, what all would you like to? How did you hear about LRSFest?
I don't know. I was going to ask how LRSFest heard of us because I think they asked us to play.
Did they? Did they reach out to you?
Yeah, I think so because yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really in charge of communicating and stuff with emails and whatever, but I'm pretty sure we got asked to do it because I'm pretty sure there's a couple stations down in Kentucky, down in Louisville, that definitely took a strong liking to American Dream Machine and asked us to play. Yeah.
Cool.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And now I've heard of LRSFest because they have heard of us.
I got kind of drunk there.
Dude, me too.
Something about Kentucky. You're right there on the Bourbon Trail and all.
Yeah, it was so awesome. We got to go on that boat and stuff. We got to talk to the girls from Plush. We got to meet the locals. You know, I met John Karabi. I didn't even realize who he was. I was like, because he was in Motley Crue for like not like a super long amount of time,
one record.
and I was just like talking. I knew like generally what he looked like, but I didn't realize who I was talking to.
He's a great vocalist.
Yeah, he was
a
cool guy too.
I thought he was incredible. He started picking on my drummer, and my drummer loved every second of it.
Nice.
We got a drummer over here that can't keep time. Brock ate up every second of it. He really did. He's every time because we all pick on drummers.
Yeah, we do. We really do. That's great.
Anything you want to plug in before we wrap this up?
Geez, I mean, anything I want to say? We have been working on a lot of stuff, and we're just trying to kind of take our next step and see what what we're trying to do as a band. I do have some stuff. I do have some new stuff from the studio in Nashville, but I don't think I'm going to be able to actually show it to anybody right now. Yeah, but we're kind of just taking our baby steps and figuring out,
Smart.
what we're doing next. Cause like I said, we had a guy leave right before the show. We had to play the show as a 3-piece. And it's a long road, and trying to get stuff back. Sean just got back from Nashville. That's like the 4th time he just got back, and all of our songs are complete now. So like I said, we're just trying to figure out what to do with them, like videos, little campaigns on Instagram, artwork, and what kind of shows we want to play. Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. And I'm excited, so.
Me too. Yes. Especially if you get some vinyl. I was just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'll let you know, Rob. Don't worry. I'll let you know when that happens.
Right. Well, you're a fantastic interview. Technically, the interview's over, but I'm going to ask a couple of favors.
Sure.
Would you make me a soundbite?
A soundbite?
Mm-hmm. What you'll say is, "This is Mitch, and I'm afraid to pronounce your last name."
Oh, it's Lobuglio. It's okay.
Because I'm Kentuckian, and we can only say 2 syllables with
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's great.
So you'll say, "This is Mitch from American Dream Machine, and you're tuned in to Undergroundopolis."
Sure. You want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Mitch Lobuglio from American Dream Machine, and you're tuned in to Undergroundopolis.
Perfect. Do you have a corny joke for my joke of the week segment?
Oh God, I wish.
You can Google one if you want.
Do I have a joke? Hold on. No.
It'll be the same format. This is Mitch from American Dream Machine, and here's your joke of the week. It'll be on different episodes.
Oh, damn it. I heard a really good one the other day that I want to repeat as my own. I can't remember what the hell it is. Jeez. Oh, damn it. What's a good joke? Something that's not going to super offend people. He can't. Damn it. We do not serve women here. You have to bring your own. It's a sign I saw at a bar. It's not really a joke.
Yeah, that's more of a pun.
It's not really a joke. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't really know jokes. I just know stupid quotes from stuff. I don't know if I can help you there.
All right.
Jesus. Why do I not know jokes?
You know, if you think of one, you could always message it to me and like a voice message on Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
I know a hack to download that shit.
Okay.
But anyway, like I said, if you want to Google one real quick or anything.
All right. Damn it. I wish you told me. I wish you told me about this earlier.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just
I
wish
usually
would've been
do.
so prepared.
The questions and stuff I like answered on the fly.
Yeah. Jokes.
Women's rights.
Don't say that. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
But remember, same format. This is Mitch from American Dream Machine. Here's your joke of the week.
This is Mitch from American Dream Machine. Here is your joke of the week. Why couldn't the little pony sing a lullaby? Because she was a little horse.
But all right, man.
That's right.
I'll let you get out of here. Thank you so much for giving me your time, and I will definitely send the message one. And so just please blast it on your Facebook page or your Instagram page, whatever. You know, I'm trying to grow too. So
Yes, thanks a lot for having me.
man, that was great. You're really great, and best of luck with getting everything released and getting out on the road if you can. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. All right. This is your host, Rob Lyons, signing off.